Alright, so we are at Unit 6's project, and we are going to do first the project for Lesson 26, Constructing an Inscribed Equilateral Triangle. So I have my GeoGebra.org classic/classic/geometry open. It's included as a link in the teacher notes for our projects. Please follow our instructions. Make sure that you are following the labeling, as my labeling will be different than what is in the steps, and that's how I am checking off of grading. So I am grading that you're first using GeoGebra, second that your points are labeled correctly and you have the same construction markings as I do, and that you have verified distances or angles. So please make sure that your labeling matches mine. So step 1, mark a point on your paper. So I'm going to click the second one to the right, select point, mark it somewhere on our paper. Step 2, place the needle of the compass on that point and draw a circle. Make sure the whole circle fits on your piece of paper. Alright, so I'm going to select the sixth one to the right, select circle with center through point, click our circle, and there's our circle. It does fit on our piece of paper. Step 3, keep the compass setting. Mark a point on the circle, label this point, then place the needle of the compass on that point and draw an arc that intersects the circle. Mark that intersection point, but don't label it. Okay, so they want us to label this point. So make sure our name is showing. So I have point B on our circle. We're going to keep our compass setting. So sixth one to the right again. Go down to compass. Select the center point and select B. And then we're going to label this intersection point. So select our intersecting points, but do not label it. Now step 4, keep the compass setting. Place the needle of the compass on that new unlabeled point and draw an arc that intersects the circle. Label the intersection point with the circle as a point. Alright, so we're going to go 6 to the right, select our compass, select our original center point, select B. This has created another circle. We want to center it at our unlabeled intersection point. We're going to label the intersection this new circle made with our original, and we're going to name this intersection point. So we have the intersection point E now. Step 5, keep the compass setting, place the needle of the compass on point E and draw an arc that intersects the circle. Mark that intersection, but don't label it. So sixth one to the right, select compass, select our center point, select B. We're going to move it to where the center is at E. We're going to mark the intersection and not label it. Step 6, keep the compass setting. Place the needle of the compass on that new unlabeled point and draw an arc that intersects the circle. Label the intersection point with this circle. Alright, so this intersection point they do want labeled. So we're going to select our compass again, keep our same setting, so center point to B. That creates the same circle. We want it at the unmarked intersection. Now we're going to name this intersecting point. So now we have the intersecting points labeled E, G, and B. Step 7, use a straight edge to draw the segments. So select the third one to the right, select segments, select our E to G, G to B, B to E. Now step 8, you should now have an equilateral triangle. We have triangle EGB. And check your work by using a protractor to verify that the angles all equal 60 degrees, and check your work by using a ruler to verify that the length of EG is equal to the length of GB, which is equal to the length of BE. So we're first going to verify our angles. So if you select the eighth one to the right, select angle, select EGB. To verify angle G's, we're going to select GBE to verify the angle measure for angle B, and select BEG to verify the angle measure for angle E. And then we're going to move these so that they are clearly seen. And I'm going to move my point B so he is clearly seen as well. And now we need to verify our length. So the eighth one to the right, select distance, E to G, G to B, select B to E. And if you notice, all of the lengths are the same. So I would recommend taking a screenshot of this. And so I'm taking my screenshot. So I have it as the rubric. And I'll be verifying the construction markings, the labeling, and angle measures and lengths. Now on to the next part. We're going to construct an inscribed square. So inscribed means within. So we're going to construct a square within a circle. So I'm selecting new. I'm not saving mine. You can save yours. I would recommend you saving yours, so that just in case I have issues downloading your PDF or docs submission, that you can pull it up again without having to recomplete it. So step 1, draw a line on the segment on your paper using a straight edge. Mark a point on that line, label this point. So select third to the right, select segment. We have our segment. We want a point on this, and they want it labeled. So now I have point C on my line segment. Step 2, place the needle of a compass on point C and draw a circle. Make sure the whole circle fits on the page and intersects the line at 2 points. Label these intersection points. Okay, so we're going to go 6 to the right, circle with center through a point, select C. And they want us to label our intersection. So second to the right, select intersect. Select our intersect. Right there. And they want them labeled. So select remove. And we have point intersection E and intersection F. Alright, step 3, enlarge the compass setting and place the point of the compass on point E and draw an arc that passes through the diameter EF and is above and below point C. So I want a circle that is larger than circle C and intersects this line, this diameter segment EF, and is above point C and below point C. So we go to sixth one to the right, circle through a center point. Center is at E, and I'm going to draw it so it intersects this point. Intersects here and is above point C and below point C. Step 4, keep the compass setting and place the point of the compass at point F. Draw an arc that passes through the diameter and intersects the arc drawn in the previous step twice. This should construct 2 points. Label these points. Alright, so we're going to select our compass because we want to copy circle E. So we select our center, select the point on circle E. We've copied it. An arc is just a portion of a circle, so we're drawing the entire circle, whereas the instructions are just asking for an arc, but a circle is much easier in my opinion. So now we have intersection point here and here. They do want those marked and labeled, so we're going to label them. Select your move hand, label these. So we have intersection point 8 and intersection point I. Step 5, using a straight edge, draw a line segment through point H and I and extend this line to intersect our circle C. Label these intersection points. This line should, HI, should be a perpendicular bisector of the diameter. So we're going to intersect, click our segment, so third to the right, select segment, select H to I. Notice it does go through center point C and it intersects our circle right there. We are going to label those intersection points right here and right here. And I want you to label them. No, I don't want that one. So now we have intersecting points J and K. This is a perpendicular bisector to the diameter EF. And now it says step 6, using a straight edge, connect the 4 points on circle C. Alright, so we're going to connect our 4 points. So go third to the right, select segment, select E to J, J to F, F to K, K to E. Now check your work by using a protractor to verify that the measure of angle E equals the measure of angle J, which equals the measure of angle F, which equals the measure of angle K, which equals 90 degrees. And verify that the sides of the square are also congruent by measuring their lengths. Alright, so we're going to verify our angles. 8 to the right, select angle. Select points E, J, F to verify angle J. Select J, F, K to verify angle F. Select F, K, E to verify angle K. Select K, E, J to verify angle E. Now I can't see those clearly, so I want you to move the 90-degree markings so they can be clearly seen. And also I want label K moved so it is clearly labeled. Now we need to verify our length, so 8 to the right, go down to distance or length, select EJ, JF, FK, and KE to verify the side lengths, which all come out to be 5.17 for me. I'm not looking for you to have the exact same side length distances as I have. I am looking that you have verified your lengths. So I'm expecting that this length will be different. However, if you did construct a square, your angle measures will be 90 degrees because that is by definition part of a square. So now we're going to screen capture this. And we're moving on to the next one. So constructing an inscribed regular hexagon. So create a new one. I'm not saving. Again, I would recommend that you do. Alright, and inscribed again means within. So we're going to be making this within a circle. Step 1, mark a point on your paper. Select second to the right, select a point. Step 2, place the needle of a compass on that point and draw a circle. Make sure the whole circle fits on this page. Select your 6 to the right, circle with center through point. And there is our circle. Keep the compass setting. Mark a point on the circle, label this point, then place the needle of the compass on that point and draw an arc that intersects the circle twice. Mark one intersection point and the other intersection point. Alright, so select the sixth one to the right, select compass, our center, and the point, and we created the same circle again. And first we want to label this point on our circle, and then we want to select the intersections that it created and label them. So now I have intersections C and D on circle B. So now step 4, keep the compass setting. Place the needle of the compass on point C and draw an arc that intersects the circle. Label this point. Alright, so select our compass, select our original point and B, move our copied circle to center C. Label our intersection point and make sure the name is showing. Okay, step 5, keep the compass setting. Place the needle of the compass on point E and draw an arc that intersects the circle. Mark that intersection point. Okay, so we are going to select our compass again, select our original center point and B. This copies our circle. We want it centered at E. And since I can't see mine, I'm going to zoom out. And if I select this move, I can move my page so I can see it. So now I want to label this intersection point and make sure the name is showing. Then step 6, keep the compass setting. Place the needle of the compass on point F and draw the arc that intersects the circle. Mark that intersection point. So 6 to the right, select our compass, our center point, and B. It's copied the same circle. We're going to center it at F now and select our intersection point. Second to the right, intersect, and it's labeled G. Step 6, use a straight edge to draw 6 segments connecting our points. So we're going to connect the segment CE, segment EF, segment FG, segment GC, segment DB, and segment BC. Step 7, you should have a regular hexagon, which we do, which is B, C, E, F, G, D. And now we need to check our work. A regular hexagon means all of the side lengths are the same measure and all of the angles are the same measure. So let's verify our angles. So 8 to the right, select angle, select CEF to measure angle E, EFG to measure angle F, FGD to measure angle G, GDB to measure angle D, DBC to measure angle B, BCE to measure angle C, and I want these markings moved so that they are clearly red. And I'm moving my C indicator and D so that I can clearly see my vertexes. So we have 120 degrees all around. Now we need to verify the side length. So 8 to the right, select distance, C to E, E to F, select F, select G, select G, select D, select D, select B, select B, select C. And again, move them so that they are clearly red. And notice that they came out to be all of the side lengths. So I'm looking for the same points being labeled, having the same construction markings, which means the same amount of circles same amount of segments. I'm looking for that you verified the angles being 120 degrees and that you verified that all of your side lengths were the same. So there's your project for Unit 6.